Hell yeah.
Uh, uh,
Much
uh,
better.
uh,
All right. Y'all already know what time it is, man. If you see this face, you
uh,
see that pic, you know what time it is, man. Welcome to Side Barz, Pantha Politix Network in the building. I am, of course, Seven Da Pantha, aka the Carolina Hurricane with ridiculous slang, aka your baby mama's favorite rapper, and a whole lot of other things you shouldn't call me in the streets unless your knuckle game ill. You feel me? And of course, I don't bring you nothing but the dope, man. Nothing but the dope. They probably gonna arrest me one day, but it's all good. And
I hear
today,
that. I hear
I'm
that. I hear that.
blessed. I
I hear
got the
that.
OG in the building. Yo, I learned a lot from this brother. We're gonna get into all of that, but yo, my man Tre Dot, the boss,
Oh
Tre Dot
man,
in the building. What's good, fam?
learn a lot from my brother. You gonna have me out here smiling, man. Cut this bullshit out, man. Nah, I feel good, man. I'm enjoying hip hop again, man. It's you already know how that feels, man. To be in that
Yes,
creative
indeed.
space, man. We all got something to contribute to the ecosystem of hip hop. And my biggest issue is when artists get to that mature level, they feel like their contributions, don't make sense or they don't matter. And that's why the culture is so confused as it is. You know what I'm saying? We all got something to contribute. And you know what I
So
mean? I'm happy to
indeed.
see you still working and all the other people of our age range that's still killing. And there's some good product out there, man. It's good product out there.
Oh yes.
Yeah, most
Oh
definitely.
yes. And I think I had that conversation with somebody the other day, and they was like, man, he's like 43, 44-ish. He was like, man, I love hip hop. I still love hip hop, but I hate having to like go back and listen to old stuff to get that feeling. Like a lot of times the newer music, I can't really get into what they're talking about. I'm like, bro, there's people in our age group that are still making records that are making grown man
Yeah,
hip hop. Like you
yeah,
just gotta go find it. Like I can put you on to some people. I put them on to you, I put them on to Fonte, like Superstition. I was like, all of these brothers are talented lyricists, but they also they talk about it from a grown man perspective. Like you're not gonna hear no 40-plus-year-old dude rapping like he 20. You know what I'm saying? With none of these people I'm sending you. So like that's
yeah, yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah.
very important. Very important that we do that.
Well, it's harder now because the listener is lazy and the artist is lazy as well. So
That part.
the music, more so the connection to the person, is going to keep you popular with the fans. And I hate that word fans. I'll say listener. To the listener more so than your music. You know what I'm
No doubt.
saying? If they could see you and connect with you, that's why I wish more artists would give a piece of themselves. Like you'll see me in the gym, you'll see me walking and talking, do my podcast, you see me doing that. I might do a song about a lady I'm in love with. I might do something about depression, alcoholism. I did all that. Every once in a while, I might say something about being in the streets because I've been through that. You know what I'm saying? But people that know me know I'm gonna stand up to it. I keep to myself. But my music will give you that.
No
You know
doubt.
what I'm saying? It's like if I hear you, I'd be like, yo, I know this. That's him. You know what I'm saying? He ain't him. I hear either mad, I'm just saying that he's a mutual, that's my man. That's him. He giving you him. You know what I'm
Yo,
saying? But
your signal is mad crazy right now. I don't know. It sounds real weird.
what the vote? I don't know, I might be moving my hands a little too much. I don't know. They still doing that?
That's better. That's better. Yeah, no doubt.
It is. All right, because my mic is like over here. I had to pull it up some. But we got to give people because when we were in our 20s, what really made us love hip hop is we felt we knew these people.
No doubt. That's real
We
shit.
felt we knew Biggie, we knew Pop, we knew Tribe, we knew some weirdos like De La, but we liked all of them. You know what I'm saying? We all have wide range friends. You know what I mean? We know
Facts.
killers, we know comedians, we know athletes, we know weirdos. We know intellectuals. As a race of people and with this culture, man, like I was telling my son, I can remember when you go to the record store when they had those, you might buy 10 CDs. Every CD would have a sound individual of itself.
Yes.
It's hard to do that now.
Oh
You know
yeah.
what I mean? It's hard
It's
to, it's hard to do that now. With the commercial side of it, I should say. It's hard to do that now.
a lot of carbon copies. Whoever sold the most records last month. Okay, we just signed this dude. I need you to make something that sound just like that. Come on. Come
Yeah,
on.
that's what they're doing. Yeah.
Regardless of who
Yeah.
you were when we signed you, I need you to make that now.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Oh man,
Yes.
it's a lot of brainwashing going on in the industry. And people don't I don't think people actually conceptualize how much artists that they hear and that they may be attracted to. Like you don't even realize this person you're listening to and that you love so much, they're not being themselves. They're
Yeah.
totally giving you some fabricated version of them. And that's one reason why I always appreciated you. I always appreciated Delph P. Batters. Like I was like, when I hear these brothers rap, I know
Yeah.
that what I'm hearing is them. Like it's not like they're giving me some they didn't send a representative to rock for them. You know what I'm saying? Like and I hate to even say it that way because I only say it that way because of a joke I heard about ladies wearing makeup and fake hair and all that back in the day. They was like, I didn't meet you, I met your representative. I'm like, yeah, it is what it is.
Well, with
I
with
got
with, M- with MCs is kind of similar.
Very true.
You know what I'm saying? Because you put out this persona with your photo shoots, your videos, and you start a social media presence. You know what I mean? And people look at you as being that. That's why so many people get disappointed when they meet people and realize, damn, he ain't even like that. You know what I'm saying? But it's like everybody's looking at being a star. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? And stardom comes with a price. You know what I'm saying? And stardom comes with a ticket. And within that ticket, there's certain criteria of how you got to carry yourself. And the major thing of that is basically selling your soul and your spirit to be a character. You know what I'm saying? So if
Mm,
you're okay with doing that, you're either gonna win or you're gonna lose. But even when you win, in the long range, you lose. So
exactly.
it's like selling dope. I want to be the man for 5 years. I'm willing to risk my life or do a bid, but for those 5 years, I'm gonna have fun. I can remember hearing people say that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I can remember when I did my short bid, niggas being there laughing. Oh, I'll do 3 years standing on my head. This is the kind of mentality we have. We willing to give away our life just to be popular for a short period of time.
To shine for a short minute. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I be thinking about that because we're gonna get to the music in just a second, but like this needed to be talked about, right? I was thinking about all of the people that, especially cats from our generation in the 90s that was rapping and even early 2Ks, the people that they hold in high regard and the names that they throw up. And
Okay.
I was like, you throw up Fat Cat's name on a regular basis. After American Gangster, Frank Lucas, like nobody was really talking about Frank Lucas until the movie came out. But then you had
Mhm.
Fat Cat, Frank Lucas, Nicky Barnes, Supreme Team, like all of these other places, all of these other people from all these other places. But I said the one thing that you're leaving out of the equation is how did it end for them? And after all that street code shit that they said they believed in, how many of them snitched when they got knocked?
The
Tell the
snitch part,
truth about it if you're gonna tell it.
I didn't think about it. I didn't think about the snitch part. But yeah, I'm with you on that. You right about
Yeah,
the snitch part. I didn't really
yeah,
put all that together. But growing up in New York, man, as kids, all you looked up to were drug dealers and ball players.
facts.
You know what I'm saying? Ball players, because New York, we had all the tournaments and all of this stuff. And the drug dealers they was everywhere. You know what I mean? They threw the block parties. They'll come through the block giving you money to go to the store. Because you kids, you don't know no better. And the connection
Indeed.
with the parents and the children wasn't there back then. So even if you had two parents at home, they weren't talking to you and really schooling you on life. They take you to church on Sunday, make you go to Sunday school, pray and all that, but the other 6 days you on your own, my nigga.
Yeah,
You know
they
what I'm saying?
working. trying to
Bro,
keep it,
listen,
trying to keep it lit. Yeah, no doubt.
listen, I'm transparent with my shit. I grew up in New York. I went to private school when I was in elementary school. But when I came home, I'm in the street.
No doubt.
See what I'm saying? And when I go to private school, I'm the enemy of them white people. Enemy. I'm talking about I'd have been jump going to the bus. I'd have been hitting the back of the head with soda cans and shit, walking to the bus stop and all that shit in the white neighborhoods, mad fights. My brother pulled up. I had to do some people dirty, all kind of shit growing up. But my parents are from that era
Wow.
where parents believed in the school system. So if you had an issue with the school system, it must have been
Right.
you. See what I'm saying? I say to my son all the time, our generation of parent, we different. We know what's out there. We actually want to know what you got going on. You know what I'm saying? Not to regulate what you're doing or own what you're doing, but just to make sure you don't make those brutal mistakes you're gonna have to pay for the rest of your life. Because once you get those felonies on your name, you wear them
Exactly.
forever. Like I still wear mine, and I have my degree, but I
Same.
still wear mine. But I ain't scared to get my hands dirty. When I go to these interviews, they be quoting me these salaries that's below what I'm used to, and they're like, "Is this okay with you?" I say, "Yo, I'm good with eating." You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do what I gotta do to get what I gotta
That part.
get. You know what I mean? You asking me too many questions, man. When you ready to start, nigga, tonight. So
Yeah.
it's a
What you
different
doing right now?
dynamic, man. Yeah, like what I'm saying. Open the door. I'm gonna pull up. But the drug dealer story, and matter of fact, I heard somebody use that reference with the movie Scarface. Like we all loved the movie Scarface.
hmm
But back then, nothing was like it, right? But at the end, see what happened. You know what I mean? Piggybacking what you said. Like,
Yeah.
come on,
That
bro. Was
and
all that worth it?
it was never. This the wild shit. And then I swear to God, I'm gonna get to the music. But this is the wild shit. I look at it. I look at it in a lot of different ways. The biggest thing that hits me, especially, and this could put it in a frame for people who may not have been around for that era, but now they get a glimpse of it. The biggest example I can give them is BMF. Look at BMF.
Okay, okay.
BMF
Yeah,
was
yeah. Good one, good
the
one,
talk of the
good one,
town. They was the
good
talk
one.
of the town until they weren't. And then
Yeah.
now look at it. Now they having to make TV shows about them and do all these other things because none of them brothers, most of them brothers and sisters that was involved with BMF, they still in prison. And the ones that's out,
Yeah.
they can't get to it like they want to get to it. They never gonna get to it to that level again because
No,
the system
no.
gonna make sure of that. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So be mindful of that small shine that you're willing to sacrifice so much for. Be mindful of it because if it's worth it to you, hey, by all means, I'm a grown man and I support and respect other grown men. If that's your choice, brother, do what you do. But just know what come with it. As long as you know everything that come with that and you still choose it, I can't be mad at you. Make an informed decision though. That's all I can say.
I
Make an
feel you
informed
with
decision because
the the
BMF went
the
poof.
but the crazy part is they're so young. Just like with Rich Porter and all of them back in the days, man. He's 13 years old driving BMWs. You know, I mean, come on, man. Just think
Great
about it.
example.
If
Great example.
think of, I'll even make it deeper. Not even 13. Think about it. Back when we was around St. Aug and all these HBCUs back in the days. Think about if all of us would have got deals when we was 19 or 20. You know, come on, bro. I wouldn't be the same man I am now. I already know it.
Nah, not even
You know what I'm
close.
saying? Come on, man. Back then I was rhyming about shooting niggas. So I mean, you know what? Come on, man.
Like I mean, shit. Full
Like,
transparency. I was a freshman in college. I was playing football. I'm going to class, going to football practice. I'm in my room by fucking curfew, and by the time after the coaches come by to check to see what's going on, I'm right back in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah, so
I ain't. I mean, I'm saying I'm just being hard headed, but that's what we knew. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I stayed on campus and never stayed on campus. I look back on all that shit like, what the fuck was I thinking? Like, what did I think really that was gonna end? But you're not thinking.
Nah,
You know, that's why I
you
don't I
living it.
don't yeah, I don't condone nor support what a lot of these younger people doing. But when I talk to them, I tell them, yo, I understand your thought process. I even understand the movement. But all I want you to know is, like you were saying before, I want you to know both sides of it and the risk of it. You know what I'm saying? It's like a woman could say, and I'm gonna throw this in real life grown man relationship terms. A woman our age would say they don't need a man, right? But they're really sitting around miserable from all the bad choices they made at 20, 30, and 40, because I'm 52. So now I don't want a woman with a whole bunch of drama and shit. You know what I'm saying? I
Mm-mm.
want a woman that just got her head on straight. But when you get to that Asian dynamic, it's very few. But I also understand they've been through so much that I get it. I don't have to agree with it, but I have an understanding of it. Because you do your promiscuous whole shit in your 20s. Your
Indeed.
30s, you still hoeing, but you got a job. Right? 40s, you trying to calm down because you got a little fat and your body ain't working like it used to. Then the 50s, men ain't shit. You ain't been shit. See what I'm saying? Most of us have met at least one quality person in our 20s and 30s that would have been
Oh
a
yeah,
soulmate that the universe put in our place. But we just not gonna be honest about it and say, I was blessed, but I fucked up that blessing.
I blew it. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
women ain't
blew
gonna
it.
say that. They just gonna get our age and say men ain't shit. I ain't falling for that shit.
Nah. Mm-mm. And the wild shit is the wildest shit to me, and of course all of that is how men will how men will kowtow to that and just be, oh girl, yeah, I understand that. Dog, listen, you better start keeping it real, not only with them, but with yourselves. Like we have to keep it real with ourselves and recognize. I tell myself all the time, by the time I hit 50 years old, everything that I did in my 20s and my 30s, I should have seen it, analyzed it, recovered from it, and been ready to become a brand new person. Like my 40s, I'm utilizing this time span to
Yeah,
transform myself from what I was in my 20s and 30s. You know what I'm saying?
I
Um,
feel you.
and I figure, 10 years is a good enough window for me to give myself time to fix that because I was a psychology major. I've been analyzing myself my whole life. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? But
yeah,
but
yeah,
it's just
yeah.
now I'm able to put it in front of me and say, okay, this was that. Maybe I should have did this. Okay, nah, you know, it's easier to size it all up and make it make sense at this point. So like, man, yeah, bro, we could do this shit all day. I swear to God, because
But
I love as much as I love talking about hip hop and music. I really love talking about like real
but it
life
all
shit.
it all it all ties in with each other. As I said, personalizing your artistry. So if a person can
Yes,
hear you and I speak this way, now it's like, this nigga be rhyming about. You know what I'm saying? Because it's deeper than just me getting this piece of paper and writing. Because I could be an actor or a fucking screenwriter and write you some good
no
shit.
doubt.
But when you hear people talking and you kind of embrace the individuality of the person, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause a lot of us, man, have so much to say and nobody to say it to. A lot of us need so much information and there's nobody giving it. See what I'm saying? So
Yes.
I tell anybody, if you're gonna interview me on your show, I'm gonna give you some shit. I ain't coming on here on no bullshit because I love this shit.
No
You know what
doubt.
I'm saying? Because it's platforms we never had years ago. And many of us have a level of intelligence we're not even able to share within the workplace because we're restricted from doing things we're qualified for. You know what I'm saying? So platforms like this
True
give
indeed.
us the building blocks and the foundation to build what we may be able to have. But what I say to anybody that's talented or gifted is motion. Like now, almost every post I have, the end of my post is gonna say motion. I'm gonna tell you motion and for the culture with three flexed arms. That's all I'm gonna be putting at the end of every post. And there's a reason for that because we need motion. Too many of us are sitting around. We need motion, some kind of motion. I don't care if it's a little bit.
Yes.
If we all stay in motion, yo, the culture gonna be fine, man. What they doing is what they
True
doing, man.
indeed.
They supposed to do that.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
wasn't together in our 20s.
Nah, not even
We were
close.
trying to get together in our 30s, but we didn't have a plan. 40s, you have a plan, but you have to stay in motion and stay dedicated to that plan to execute that plan. You know what I mean? So it takes time. And women a lot of times mature quicker than we do. But within the workforce, they're basically put in a position to where they'll get promoted before we do. They'll get elevated before we do because they want to tear the household down. And then there's a situation where they feel they don't need us
Mm,
because they're better off financially than we are. So then they get them feeling like, oh, we don't need no man. Or they put money as our value and just breaks up the household. That's always been the plan. But when I
yes.
say that, I say to black women, I'm not knocking your progression. I'm happy for you. I'm proud of you. But that doesn't put you in a position to downplay a black man that maybe not as blessed as you are. Because if you're a
Exactly.
person that's blessed to make $200,000 a year and you saying you're not going to be with a man that make less than you, then you're going to be by yourself the rest of your life. Because most men at that level either already have a woman or they already have an ex-woman and they're raising kids or they're gay.
Yeah.
So,
Or they at the point now where they just like, yo, I'm up and I'm good. Like I'm gonna just hop around. However I do it is how I do it. Like I ain't trying to get locked down with no situation right now. Like that,
yeah,
I'm just doing me.
that's why I
So like,
say you
man, I
you
can't. You
supposed to meet you meet your person when you're younger and you build. And most of us failed at that. I can say I failed at that. You know what I mean?
same.
But I've also,
Guilty.
yeah, but I've also been blessed to meet some quality people at this stage in my life. But I attribute that to the fact of I had to have my conversation with the universe and I had to try to be a better myself. You know what I'm saying? And being a better me,
No doubt.
I got surrounded by better people. I even look at it as a blessing that you and I are talking right here. Like certain things just start to come. Cause yo, since real talk, since I dropped my newest stuff I've been dropping, man, shit just been boom, 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 boom. I'm just getting calls every day. Every day, something going on, something going on, something going on. Certain things within the universe just meant to happen when they happen.
No doubt.
And then when you look
That's
back
real
on it,
talk.
your success is within your own eyes. You know
Mm,
what I'm saying? I can get off this interview and say, yo, me and my man had a successful interview. That shit was hard. That shit might have 5 views, but nigga, in my mind, we had a dope session.
exactly.
I'm walking away from here feeling good. My man is doing good. We smiling, happy to see each other. Nigga, I'm fine.
What you just said absolutely positively undercuts the whole credo of numbers don't lie because numbers do lie.
Numbers lie
Numbers
like six.
lie all the
Everybody
time.
numbers,
Yeah.
everybody numbers are fake now.
Thank you.
Come
Thank
on,
you.
man.
Absolutely. Man, look. I tell people all the time. I try to tell people all the time, and this is like me transitioning at this point. But this is I tell people all the time. One of the greatest periods of my life creatively, and where I figured out what I was missing in terms of making records and how to do it, was when I was up there in City Live in 2010. That that period of time when I was up there rocking with y'all and we was in the studio every day, like beats was banging every day. Somebody was in the studio recording every day. Like it was always something popping. And that was when you and I met each other and kind of started forming that bond, you know what I'm saying? Um, Now mind you, I just said that was 2010, y'all. So we're gonna go back before that. What got
Yes,
you into
man.
rap? What kind of got you into what made you decide you was gonna pick up the pen and get to it?
Man, growing up in New York City, man, like either you rap or you play ball or you
Gotta
sell
do it.
drugs. You know what I'm saying? I did all of them. And niggas around me rhyme. You know what I mean? Because Fredro, from Onyx, that was my man. So back then, I never used to rap around people. I used to just write, keep it to myself, keep it to myself. Keep to myself. And
Oh wow.
yeah, just being around that shit. The parties at Baisley Park. I seen Rakim perform at the park. I used to see LL Cool J at the ice cream truck. I remember hooping in tournaments where dude would come with the boom box and just lay it down, hit the button, boom. I heard Booming System way before it came out. Heard Rock the Bells before it came out. Niggas playing it on cassette tapes. You know what I mean?
No
So
doubt.
it's hard not to be a part of that culture. You know, and when my mother had a serious car accident, man, they pronounced her dead and all that. She survived. My mother's doing great now, 88 years old. But, my father got scared, and that's when we moved to North Carolina. I was like 15, and I was coming back and forth every 3 months and shit like that, man. But hip hop was always like in me. I grew up, I played the piano, I played saxophone. I was always around music. And my father
Mm.
used to tour with my uncle, and they used to sing around churches and stuff. But and I always used to write. You know what I mean? I used to always write poetry. I used to always write, just write, write, write. I always used to write. So I just caught the bug, man. And the first time I put on them headphones and just rap to a DJ with the two turntables, man, just fell in love with that shit. And
Mm.
then,
I miss them
by the
days.
time by the time I got to St. Aug, I'm a kind of person when I go into environments, I don't talk to people. So everybody noticed I was real quiet, but I wasn't quiet on no sucker shit. Then I met my man Divine, and he saw my rhyme book. He was like, "Oh shit, you rhyme," because he's a DJ. Next thing you know, we started rhyming with each other, and we
Mm.
went to the studio, our first time in the studio. And from there, we rocked, man. The 88.1 started playing our shit, man, and we had a little run. And from then, kept it moving, man. I took breaks here and there. And see, when I met you, I was still dealing with some charges. Yeah, I was kind of like on curfew, house arrest, and all that shit for a long time. So when I met you, I was just getting over that. Because when
No
my
doubt.
first sets of videos came out, I was just using my space to meet mad people. Like I was getting organic numbers. See, I'm probably at the end of the 100,000 view era. Like now, it's hard to get 100,000 real views. I mean, it can happen, but you really got to put that groundwork in there. So you see somebody that got real organic numbers, and they getting numbers. That person working. That person working. They built the foundation to get it. Because now the way the algorithms work, man, they fix it to where as soon as you get a little traction, they clipping you until you pay some money for some ads. And I ain't mad at it because I understand business is business. But we also at an age and level where you got responsibilities. You know what I mean? You can't just be throwing money out, throwing money out. You got to strategically figure out how to do it. So, that's the thing
Definitely.
with that. But my love for hip hop
I
made
got a
me come
college
back.
freshman.
Yeah. My son 29, man. Like, he's still trying to figure out life, man. But even when I take a break away from hip hop, man, something will happen. I could be driving in the car and I'll hear a beat or something. I'll just start rhyming in my head. And I'll be like, you know what? And then my last break, what happened was, man, I met this dude, Elia Soul, on Instagram. And he said something about doing some beats for me. And I said, yo, what you think about trying to do a hip hop soul project, right? And we did a song Soul Trade, man. That shit just did good. And
Mm.
from
I
there, I just
remember
caught
that.
the
Yeah.
bug, man. Yeah, I just caught the bug. And now that song also caught on again this year because some more DJs want the record and shit. And I was like, it's been out or whatever. But that's why I say to people, your record never dies until you let it be dead.
That part. Hell
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
That's
Like
real shit.
I'm trying to do a release party, probably April or something, where I'm gonna have a live band and everything. But yo, your songs will live forever. You could have did a song 4 years ago. DJ Here's It Today. He just want to have it for his show. You don't even know the DJ. You give it to him, you found out his show is syndicated in 20 markets.
Mm.
I use that as an example because at this level, I say to everybody, treat every interview, every blog, every DJ with the same energy. Because you don't know where it's gonna be.
Yes.
See what I'm saying? It's like you. What if I was a dick when I met you
That's
years
real
ago?
talk. Matter of fact, shout out to MJ. Shout out to MJ.
You know what I
She
mean?
is on fire. I
Yo,
love that girl.
nah,
She
she
is
is.
something special.
Now listen, I just started working with her, man. She got me everywhere, my nigga. And it's funny, man, because I can tell she's a person that genuinely loves hip hop, man. And some of the write ups I had in a couple
Yes.
of blogs, man, I had to hit the blog people up, yo. Appreciate the review, man. Because for me, man, I still get a joy out of people hearing my shit and liking it, man. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
the
And hearing
thing that I
somebody
be.
write a review, yeah.
Yeah. I try to tell the young boys don't never lose that, yo. Don't ever lose that. Because as soon as you start looking at the first time you see your shit posted on a blog and you be like, just know
I
you on your
love it,
way down.
bro.
You on your
I
way
love
down
it.
now
Every
because you
mix
lost the love
show,
for it.
yeah, every
Exactly.
mix
I
show.
love that.
Oh, Yo, I love it, man, because like my shit been moving, moving, moving. That's why I try to keep music consistent, man. Like I don't want to put too much out there too fast, but you want to keep motion, man, because all DJs want different shit. You know what I'm saying? And I had a plan in my mind, man, because I was like, all right, I'm an MC. I'm older than these niggas. There's certain experiences in life I feel I can make good music with that other people aren't doing. You know what I'm saying? And I
Right.
write pretty fast, so I can get stuff out there. And I tell people all the time, just because it's fast don't mean it's always good either. That's just how I write. That don't mean that's how you have to write. You know what I'm saying? So with the whole boom bap soul kind of thing, I took it from this DJ Glib style. He uses boom bap soul, and I was like, yo, I'm gonna use that. That shit's dope
Glib
because
style. What up,
yeah,
humble?
yeah. He been spinning me crazy too. Like, and these are all new people I've just recently met that consistently, rock with my joints or whatever. But like I say to people, the content is you. You know what I'm saying? That canvas can have whatever kind of sound you want, but that content is you. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? I love talking about shit everybody else don't want to talk about because for me, it's like a challenge. You know what I mean? I overcame alcoholism, overcame depression. I just recently got a crazy dope relationship with my pops. My pops is like 88, so now he needs me more. So our conversations are better now than ever. I'm blessed to
Absolutely.
have two parents still living. So I'm gonna throw that in some bars. I lost 100 pounds at one time. I'm in the gym. I'm gonna throw that in the bar. You know what I'm saying? I like waterfalls and
Hell
shit
yeah.
like that. I'm gonna throw that in the bar. So certain times you might not want to hear what I'm saying because it might make you feel a little kind of way. You got to be tough all the time. It might make you feel like you want to chill. That's fine. But when you leave that, I'm gonna give you something else. That's what hip hop is supposed to be. But if a nigga call me, yeah, I can get on that
Facts.
record too. But that's hip hop. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, I
Yeah.
told a story about you. I told a story about you. Um, yeah, we're gonna be talking forever. I told a story about you, right? I don't know if you remember this.
Oh, bro, it's all good.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you what happened. Y'all left and went to McDonald's. Me and Biko stayed in the studio. A beat was playing. Y'all came back. I had the record finished, and you was like, "You wrote
Oh
that
yeah.
shit?" And yo, you was the only nigga that showed love. I ain't gonna call no names, but niggas with you was hating like, nah, fuck that nigga type shit, and that bugged me out. That record disappeared. Never seen it again. Never heard it. Never heard it. That shit gone. and
What?
that ain't the only one
Oh, that's
either.
crazy. Yo, it's funny that you mentioned that because I was just thinking the other day. I was like, yo, I recorded a lot of records when I was up there at City Live.
Yeah,
Where the hell
because
the
that man,
songs go?
yo, son, listen,
Me
bro.
and Dolph got to talk, man. Me and Dolph got to talk. Yo.
Word. Yo, it ain't even nothing personal with me, man, because I love everybody, man. But all the talent that went through them doors, man, something should have been done. You
Hmm.
know what I mean? I hated that you couldn't make it to that video shoot with the joint I was on, you was on. But
Oh
you had
man.
yeah, you had some shit you had to take care of. So, it's cool. It's life, man.
Yeah,
But
life shit, man. Life is a motherfucker. I'm trying. Now I'm gonna tell you something. If a person just go by streaming, if a person just go by Spotify, according to Spotify, you only have one album, one actual released album. That
yeah,
can't be true.
probably. Nah,
That can't be
nah.
true. Because it's got the only album they have posted for you here is Carolina Feel Good Music from '09. So like I was like, but wait a minute, dog. As much
Yeah,
as he
it
rap,
ain't.
and I seen how fast
Nah,
he rap, like he's got to
nah.
have another album somewhere. Like,
I was anti-streaming for a while. You know what I mean? I did a joint called Icicles Dripping that really didn't finish because me and the producer had a little problem. He thought I was trying to dick him and shit.
mm,
And I was offended because he was talking to me crazy. So I was like, fuck it, I stopped promoting it. And but now I'm gonna start, I'm gonna utilize Bandcamp. I might do some more straight to consumer shit out the website. You know,
yes.
get the streaming thing, man. I'm not knocking it, man, because it has its purposes. But my goal, real talk, I don't mind putting it out there, man. If I'm doing an EP, I would stream two singles and then put the EP in totality on a Bandcamp or something. You know what I'm saying?
I
So you
feel
got a
you.
couple streams, you got some videos, but if you want to get the complete project, this is what we're gonna do. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna be charging no heavy dollars for it. If somebody buy a hat, I might give them the album or whatever. I just want to make sense of it.
Let me
Streaming
ask
don't
you a
make
question.
sense
You
of it.
just said something. Nah, that streaming shit is fucking highway robbery, actually. But you just said something about a video. We had a conversation on the main pod one day about have music videos kind of lost their relevance to a degree. Um, I remember when I was younger that a lot of times a song would come out on the radio and I might be like, yeah, it's cool. But then I saw the video and I was like, oh,
Yeah,
I really
yeah,
like this song now. Like, but
yeah.
I noticed that in the last 10 to 12, maybe even 15 years, I don't really care about the video. Like, I just want to hear the song. Like, I could care if you got a video and it come on, I'm not gonna just turn it off. But like, I'm not running to YouTube to find your video. Like, I don't care. So like, I still make videos myself, and I get it because there are some people I know who strictly get their music off of YouTube. But do you personally feel that the music video has lost some relevance, especially with I think YouTube has kind of taken some of the relevance away from the video.
No, I don't agree with that because YouTube also has shorts.
Very true.
See what I'm saying? Your shorts will go further than your main video. I'm gonna start utilizing the shorts. You know what I mean? And then a video gives you an opportunity to do a promo video. See what I'm saying? Like for every video I have, I'll do 2, maybe 3 promo videos, and I'll have it on my page. And if I could beat the algorithms before you know it, you heard my song 100 times. And I only use my music behind my posts, unless
Right.
it's like a motivational post or I just want to use an instrumental or something. I don't play other people's music on my posts because when you play your music on your post, that's giving you traction too. You should always have motion. I had to tell a few artists like, bro,
Mm.
why you don't ever use your own music in your post? Like, niggas know you like Slick Rick and shit. What the fuck you using his music for on your post? You know what I'm saying?
For
You a
real though.
brand. You a brand. You know what I mean? That's what you are. You are a
I
brand.
got it.
And you gotta brand yourself as much as possible. I mean, yeah, this week I told 2 people. Matter of fact, I told I'm gonna call him out. I told my man Shabam Sadiq that shit, man. I said, yo, start using your own music. You in the gym, use your own shit. You got a
Me and Bam
catalog.
got beef. Me and Bam got beef. I interviewed John Jiggs, but he wouldn't. Bam wouldn't. Like, nah, I'm playing. Bam, what up,
Oh,
dog?
man, he didn't show up. Come on, I gotta tell him you my man.
Nah, yeah,
Yeah,
man. Bam
yeah.
was he was doing something. They dropped that project together, and I wanted to talk to them because I mean, Jiggs from Long Island like me, so like I fuck with him heavy anyway. But like, yeah,
Yeah, so you know Digital Link. Yeah, that's my
oh yeah,
man.
no
Big
doubt, absolutely, yeah,
that's
yeah,
my
yeah, no doubt,
man.
yeah,
That's my man. Yeah, that's
yeah.
my man.
Yo, so tell me something. You went to St. Aug, and I don't think people understand like going to an HBCU. Like, especially I live on the West Coast now, and they don't have no HBCUs out here, and a lot of people out here don't even know what I mean when I say that. So you and I both had the pleasure of going to a HBCU. Do you feel like going to the HBCU and like not just going there, but all the talent that was around you there? Because people, if y'all don't know, members of Yak Fu Front went to St. Aug. Pete Batters went to St. Aug. Big Duff went to St. Aug. Tre Dot went to St. Aug. Rim Steele from FAMU went to St. Aug. There was a lot of dope. What's my man name? What's my man? My man Deveron went there, obviously.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah.
fuck, what is his name? The brother from he's one of my Jig. Jig. Oh my God, he's amazing. Went to
Didn't
St.
one of
Aug.
them
Like,
dudes from one of them guys from Trends of Culture, I think, with the St. Aug. You remember Trends of Culture from back in
yes,
the day?
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah,
I
hell
never I
yeah,
never
hell
met
yeah.
him.
And
I never
then
met him, but they was telling me, yeah. Yeah. I
Mr. Funky Man
mean,
went to Shaw U. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah, yeah.
HBCUs have birthed a lot of really dope MCs. So how much of an effect do you think going to St. Aug had on how you like progressed as an MC and then like how you kind of carried it since you've been out of school? Because I know I still carry my SU shit on my shoulders when I walk up on niggas.
I think well, none of us appreciated it for what it was at the time.
Facts.
I got consistent play on 88. Got interviewed there a few times, man, but I didn't really network with other MCs like I should have. You know what I
Mm,
mean? I've always been a kind of introvert, keep to myself kind of person. Like I met you at City Live, I was there because of P. You know what I mean? P is like
mm,
my brother, so I was there because of P.
no doubt.
You know what I mean? I ain't know none of them niggas really. But you know of each
Wow.
other because of my I knew Delph of Delph, man. But niggas know of you because you rhyme. You know what I mean? Lack of a better word, if you nice, niggas know you.
Facts.
They be acting like they don't know you. That's when I know you a sucker, yo. Like, bro, listen to me. I'm gonna tell you like this, man. This ain't even funny. We talking like family here. Around the time I met you at C Live, yo, if you never heard the name of Tre Dot not one time, you was lying. Because my views on YouTube was real. And my space would have you everywhere. And
I
we was
already knew
all
who
a
you
part
was.
of
I
that.
used to work at 88. I already
It's
knew
my
who you
point.
was.
We were a part of that culture. That's what I'm saying. We were
No
a part
doubt.
of that culture. I didn't know you, but when I heard the name, did around P or whatever, I know who that's like I know if you ask. I ain't gotta ask
Okay.
nobody. They gonna tell me. I don't fuck that nigga. He asked. All right, cool. Now I know what it is. You know what I'm saying? So,
Mm.
but it helped because now I look at all of the people I've met that I'm still friends with. Like P Batters is like my brother. I can't get him in the studio no more,
Absolutely.
but that's okay. And Devron is like a
Yeah,
brother.
me and P gonna fight.
Yeah, me and P supposed to did a project together, man. Over the last 10 years, we just never got together. You know, we got a couple records,
Man,
man.
I want
But
so bad to get that man back in the studio. I need to get him back in the studio so bad. Oh my goodness, man. Like I feel like P Batters is one of those. To me, P Batters is like Benji from Chicago, the basketball player. Uh,
okay,
like
okay,
he was super talented and everybody knows he's super dope, but for whatever reason, like there's a lot of various things that occurred. And I know me and him talk. I got to get him on here so we can talk about it. But like a lot of things occurred, and then Pete just never ascended to where he was supposed to. You know what I'm saying? Like I was like, bro, you were right there. Like you were literally at the door. And
well,
then I
I
don't
think
know what
it's too.
happened. You know what I'm
Well, that's my brother, and I love him, man. I just think it's one of those things to where you started off as a starter, like you started as a freshman because you was like unsigned hype. So you started as a freshman.
saying?
You had a bad coach, which is like a bad record deal. You had a bad coach. It don't work out. You got a bad taste in your mouth. You ain't going to the gym no more. You still want to hoop, but you ain't going to the gym no more. You know what I mean? So your opportunities
Mm-hmm.
aren't the same anymore. You just don't have the same love. And you don't feel that same fire when you walk up in the booth because you ain't in the gym no more. You still nice, but it ain't that same fire. Like now, I give you some shit, boom, 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 because I'm back on my shit because I've been in there, in there. When you're not in there like that, you don't feel the same fire. Like when I took my breaks, I was still rhyming, but it don't feel the same. You know what I'm saying? It's like
No doubt.
P ain't had that feeling in a long time. If he in there in the studio with you, he vibing to the music, boom, 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 boom. But he ain't got that same fire the way if you give him a couple beats, he gonna come back with the rounds, whatever. Just don't have that same fire. You start living, you gotta go to work. You worrying about these bills, you worried about maintaining. Like
Well, I
some
feel
people
that.
just don't have that same fire, man. You know what I'm saying? That's my brother, so I don't push him. You know, like I said, we supposed to have done shit, but if we get it done, we do. If we don't, that's still my man.
It's still
You know
all
what I mean?
love, no doubt. And I mean, the thing that I peep the most, and it's something that it kind of drives me crazy because I love J. Cole. Let me just put that out there. I love J. Cole. I think he's absolutely astounding as a
It is
writer. Um,
phenomenal, very
my problem is
versatile.
this: they had. I mean, I won't even count Little Brother because what happened with their situation with that was just crazy. But we had Petey Pablo and J. Cole. Now, mind you, I tell people all the time I rep NC hip hop because that's where I learned. That's why I became a man. That's why I became the MC that you hear right now. Like that. That's what made me who I am. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know where I'm from. Beside the
Yeah,
point,
yeah,
I know what made me who I am. So that's why I rep
got it.
NC hip hop so heavy. But like when people come to me and they say, "Oh, you from Carolina? Oh, man, J. Cole," and I'm like, "But dog, wait a minute. You know who Fonte Superstition? Like, you know what I'm saying? Prince Nasheem. Do you know who any of those people are? Trees of a Different Soil. Uh, you know any of those people?" And they like, "Nah." I'm like, "See, you got a very limited scope." And I mean, mind you, I don't blame you for not knowing them because they never took it there. Yak Fu was the only ones from that group of people that took it there and got a deal and got
Yeah,
out
yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah.
Everybody else was still playing at home. But it kind of disturbs me when I hear it because I figure you're speaking from a fraction. You're speaking with a fraction of understanding. You know what I'm saying? So it's my personal goal that at the end of all of this, that the name Tre Dot get brought up when they talk about North Carolina, when they P Batters get brought up when they talk about North Carolina, that they don't forget Superstition and Fonte and all of these and Seven Tribe and all of that. I want to make sure that they get remembered. You know what I'm saying? So when
I
I
feel
hear a
you.
song like Blood, Sweat, and Tears, I'm like, see, this is why you should know who Tre Dot is right here. That's why you
But
should know.
two, but two. What I woke up one day and I thought about, I was like, I can't never hashtag without putting NC hip hop on a hashtag. I wasn't doing that before, right? I'm from New York, born and raised. Everybody know that shit. But I've been
I
here
feel
for a
it.
stretch. You know what I'm saying? So I'm more connected with more artists here than I am in New York. Anybody I'm connected with in New York is some street shit or just growing up, playing ball or whatever. It's not the same as people I've been in the studios with here and people that I feel genuinely want each other to win. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
So that NC hip hop hashtag will put us in a place when there are DJs that will do that. They'll hit NC hip hop and see what they can find. You know what I'm saying? And we didn't have social media back then, so you can't really archive our stuff.
Right.
My older videos, I have North Carolina hashtag on it, so some people might fall in it. Or sometimes I'll do a flashback my older videos or something like that. But I mean, it's history, man. It's good history. You know what I mean? There's MCs everywhere. You know, every area has a culture. Every area should represent that culture. And I think that would be better for hip hop as a whole. You know what I'm saying? Because it's so
Absolutely.
broad. You know what I mean? It's so broad, man.
Yeah.
Like, even with E being out there in
That's what's
Cali,
up.
like I'm moving to Cali later on this year.
Woo!
You know,
My
that's
man,
what
hey
I'm,
man, yo, I'm
yeah.
gonna tell you something good. Either Mad Assassin being in LA is one of the best things that could have happened to me, yo. 'Cause like it's a
Yeah.
short flight from where I'm at, so I can hop a plane and it's usually pretty cheap to fly to LA and back. Pardon me. Ooh, pardon me. So I get an
Yeah.
opportunity to go down there and kind of soak in some of that. Ooh, that LA hip hop scene is actually crazy.
Yeah,
I
of
didn't
course it is. Of
realize
course it is.
I didn't realize how dope it really was down there. I thought that the guys that we heard were like were like outliers. But nah, it's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
lot of it's a lot of them.
Well,
So
everywhere you go, there's a scene. It's just being tapped in. And like I'll say about E, like I could say really similar with you, is like both of you are people I never officially met, but both of y'all showed me so much love off the gate that is not only inspiring, it's just like overwhelming in the beginning. Cause I'm like, fuck did I do type shit. Because I didn't really meet E. But I remember one time at homecoming at G-Ho, you know, he was looking at me with the head nod and shit. And I was like, this nigga face looked familiar, but I'm like, I don't really know this nigga, right? Then I kind of found out he was connected with P some. And I remember one time I was in Maryland and I came to North Carolina and I was watching the game. And me and him connected. I think it was on the phone or something. I don't know. And he was like, what you doing? I said, yo, I'm at the hotel by myself. I just came, you know, back from Maryland. I'm kind of tired, whatever. He was like, yo, I'm gonna wrap this up. I'm gonna come through. Nigga came through to my hotel room with a 12 pack.
that's my
You know what
brother,
I'm
man.
saying? I've
That's my
been with him.
brother, yo.
I've been with him in Cali. I met him at a bar. You know, came through with my people. You know what I mean? At a comedy club one time, he was like, "Yo, look up." I look up. He right up there in the back. You know, like shit.
Man, I
Wow. Even
love
with
that
you,
dude, man.
I came to a show. I didn't know you was performing. I came because Kira Joe was hitting my inbox. Oh, come see you perform. I ain't had shit to do. I went and I look up. You was standing there with the salute sign. I was like, man, in my mind, I'm like, yo, these some good ass brothers, man. Because you know, niggas can't tell a nigga he doing something good. Like, I don't have a
Nah,
problem with that. I can tell you all day, I'm proud of you. Yo, like your shoes is hard. I like your shoes, yo. Shit's hard. I ain't got a problem with that shit. But niggas can't do that. That's why I say to a lot of artists, I don't care how many people you tag in your post. Unless you're just trying to keep them informed, don't confuse them for fans.
nah, nah.
Because I'm gonna tell you a quote I saw. People that know you personally will intentionally avoid you in hopes that you give up on doing the things in life that they aren't capable of doing. Remember that how you move.
Wow.
Remember that.
Oh shit. Okay.
Tell your people they better call Trey for an interview. Get your show popping.
Yo, that's heavy. Yo, you know what? I'm about to put that on the table. I'm about to put that on the table for Pantha Politics Sunday. We get ready to talk about that one.
Nah,
Yo,
real
that's
talk, man.
crazy.
Because I'm gonna tell you, while I'm doing this music, yo, people that I know, they ain't fucking with me, sir. They acting like they don't know what I'm doing. Come on, man. Hey, cut that shit out, man.
Same. I feel you, bro. And
You
oh
know
my
what I'm
God,
saying?
I feel you. I feel you
That's
so
why when I
intense.
when I when I post shit, I don't even look back for the views, man. I just look for the engagements. I see the DJs that's engaged. I see different new people coming. I don't worry about the numbers. And like I look for the engagements. I'm talking about. I was on about 50 mix shows in the last 30 days. I don't know none of them niggas. I know DJs. DJs that I know ain't none of them play my shit, B. No
That's crazy.
exaggeration. Zero.
That's crazy, yo.
Like start. Zero. You know what I'm
Man,
saying?
look.
And niggas love to talk about this Carolina shit. But the thing about it, I'm different with most niggas. I ain't bitter. Because I know I got my own personal list before I even started working with MJ. Sent all of that shit out. But my personal shit, I send the song, I send the acapella, and I send instrumental. I give you everything.
No
But I
doubt.
got I got DJs in New York playing my shit to intro their show, doing their little mix thing. You talking about from Belgium to New Zealand to the UK to France playing my shit. North Carolina, I ain't got one spin, money. Unless somebody spun it and ain't tell me, except my man DJ Samps.
I'm about
I
to say,
can't.
DJ Samps, thank you. You the
Nah,
only nigga in North
Samps.
Carolina playing my
Nah,
shit. So like,
Sam's got me. And no, DJ Polo in Greensboro, he was playing my Soul Trace shit because
man,
he sent me the video of him playing my Soul Trace shit at a party, and it's wild because the old heads was getting it. But
yo, man, salute
besides
to
that,
Polo, man.
Polo good
Salute to
dude. That's my
Polo.
first time meeting
Yeah,
him too. First time meeting him.
I remember,
But
man, sheesh.
this is
Whew.
also an example of what I'm saying. why character matters as an artist. Because when we shot the Soul Trade video, it was also like a cookout. He DJ'd for that. But the way we presented ourselves to him, friendship-wise, you know what I mean? That also made him move the record because he liked the record, but the love he got shown at that house made him want to be behind the record.
No doubt.
That's why if I know a DJ playing my shit and I walk in the building, I'm going to bring a hat. Whatever I got around here, I'm going to bring a hat. I'm going to bring a Scully. You know what I mean? I got stickers. I'm going to bring something. You know what I'm saying? Because they're used to being mistreated so much and not being appreciated, just being cordial, shaking a hand and saying what's up. And if a DJ spinning your records, yo, real talk, if a DJ spinning your records, let's say maybe new playlists come out and you're not on a new playlist. Like that shit anyway. Comment that shit anyway. You can't be on every mix show. If I fuck with you, I'm going to comment every mix show you drop, bro. And if I'm on it, I'm leaving a comment.
No
you ain't
doubt.
gonna forget my name. Period.
That's real shit.
That's
Hey,
how
man,
you
listen,
build. That's how you build.
I have been and I mean, shit, we could talk about it. It ain't no thing. Like I've been through a major, I don't even call it a major depression. I call it a music depression because I felt like
I feel that
there are 100,000 people telling me, bro, you are awesome. Word? Thank you. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I never take that to puff my head up. It's always like, word? Damn. All right. Thanks. I appreciate that. I really genuinely appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? The problem becomes, hey, I just dropped 3 projects in December on Bandcamp. I ain't sell nowhere close to 100,000 copies of those. So the failure in the translation is it has always been kind of a problem for me because I'm like, dog, it don't make sense. It don't add up that all of these people, I don't know 90% of y'all, and y'all telling me I'm dope. But the music right there, like, just go get it. It's easy. And they don't do it. You know what I'm saying? But then you put it on streaming, they're running in the ground, but you get, $60 off of them playing it 200,000 times. So, like, I don't know. It's weird. It's weird, man. I don't know. It's crazy to me. I
mean,
know what oh, my
go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, this actually might, we can still cover that in this discussion because I got a feeling these two things go together. I wanted to ask you what made you start the Black Male podcast.
Really, my man and another guy, they had it and they contacted me about being, be a part. Because it was 3 of us, right? And I jumped on it. Because I was doing podcasting back when it was Blog Talk Radio. I used to do a show with a young lady named Tanya Tyler that's from around my way in Queens.
No doubt.
And I was on the show with her, Blog Talk, back then. And now, TS is my man. That's when I first met TS, when I first got on the show. And then the other guy, he tailed off, and then we broke the show up. Then TS tried to do it by himself for a while. And then he called me, and then we decided to do it. The moniker I gave the show was, we make the uncomfortable conversations comfortable, right? Because that's basically the goal, man. We just come talking as men. We don't do interviews. Like, if you was on the show, it'll just be all 3 of us talking. We talk about whatever topics are at hand, kind of like we're doing now. Just talking, more so than interviews. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody does interviews, man. Interviews can be kind of corny. I want you to be able to take your personality, because, like, even though you're asking me questions, it's not really like an interview. I want you to be able to show your personality. Show people you can think, show you can process information. Because I had my son on my podcast too. And my son actually killed it. Yeah, he actually killed it. He got his own podcast, a basketball podcast with his partners. But he was on our podcast, and actually we had to do it in 2 parts because the shit was so long. And
we got a couple like that too.
he represented me very well. He represented me very well, very well. But podcasting is dope, man. And it's like, I just want to remain creative. And also, as being an MC, if you also have a podcast, there's a way to cross market some shit. So if you like me on the podcast level, then you find out I do music, like I said, to get them to understand you as a person. You know what I mean? Motion will always have more value than just talent.
Absolutely. That's real.
You know what I mean? So you always got to have motion. And this is motion. If they hear you talking like, damn, this guy's pretty informative about hip hop. Let me see what Seven be doing. Oh shit, he's kind of dope. You know what I'm saying? You got to grab the people however you can grab them. That's why I don't take any interview lightly. I don't care what platform it is. I don't be looking to see, oh, this nigga ain't got but 3 views on it. That don't mean shit. I mean shit to me. I'm gonna give you the same energy. Same energy.
Because you never know. Your interview might be the one to change the whole paradigm for them. Like it could be, I was getting 3 views until I interviewed you. And now because not just because of who you are, but the interview had so much sway and so much motion that now people are tuning in. Because it's like, oh shit, yo, we ain't never heard you interview nobody like let me go back and listen to some of this other shit. So now your 3 views on all them ones before that turning into 5, 10, 20,
Yeah.
100. You know what I'm saying? Like all of the strength of this one
I'm gonna
dope
give you
ass
another. I'm
interview.
gonna give you another view. From an artist perspective, this is your show. But from an artist perspective, another view. It's more content.
Facts.
If I can listen to the
Facts.
whole podcast and get 6 clips from it, I got 6 posts, and I got 3 pages. So I spread those posts around. See what I'm saying? That's why I don't take none of it
Mhm.
lightly. I'm trying to say something to make you go, ooh. I ain't trying to be out here just talking no bullshit. This is
Facts.
fun, but this work right here. You know what I mean? This real official motion. We ain't wasting no words. I'm not gonna get off this interview and be like, damn, I should told Seven. In my mind, I was prepared to say certain shit. I said, I gotta tell him about that time them niggas went to McDonald's and I did that record. Let me see if you remember that shit.
I do
I've been
remember
talking
that.
about
Hell
it.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now my curiosity's over. Because I said it to a couple people. Man, I wonder if you remember that shit. I said, because that nigga always been wild respectful. And for a street nigga, that shit don't show nothing but your officialness and being able to be a leader. Because you can't be a leader if you don't understand how to follow. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And you can't show love if you don't know how to receive love. I watch
That's
that
real
shit with
talk.
people all day. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
real. You know, somebody said to me, and they said it to E too. They said, you know something? You know, one of the reasons why y'all not, and they said it like right after we dropped the Carter and Newton project. They was like, yo, you know, one reason why y'all not in a better space. And I was like, why? They was like, y'all niggas too humble, man. Like y'all don't really be tooting y'all own horn or nothing. Y'all just drop the record and be like, yeah, it's out. Like, fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, dog,
Yeah,
what do you want
yeah.
me to do? You want me to make a big neon sign and put it on my head and be like, hey, new music out now? I'm not gonna do that. Like, yo, it is what it is, man. The people that's supposed to hear it gonna hear it. And I mean, if that be 100,000 people, it'd be 100 people, or it'd be 10 people. That's just what it is, yo. I
I,
can't.
I,
You know what I'm saying?
I'm a yes and no with you on that because I'm the same way. Like I'm not arrogant at all. I seen people on Facebook talking about video views and shit like that. Like I used to get 100,000 views, 56,000 views on videos, like nothing, and nobody mentioned my name at all, right? And I'll just sit there like, oh man, okay, yeah, this and that getting numbers, and they getting half of the numbers I'm getting. You know what I mean? Niggas getting their little modeling agencies and shit. I travel with my model. My model went with me everywhere. I went to Tennessee and came back with 6 awards in an award show before. You know what I mean? But I didn't, look at me. I got 6 plex. You know what I'm saying? Like, it seems corny to me. Like, get my new
Facts.
album. It's like, nigga, I said yesterday my shit dropped. I'm not gonna say it again today.
Nah. I
You know
might
what I mean?
remind you
Peep my
next week
new,
sometime.
yeah, peep my new article. Like, damn, I just told this nigga 2 days ago my new article. Like, cause that's why honestly, I prefer Instagram and TikTok way more than a spot like Facebook. And now I'm starting to like Threads because when you announce your shit on those platforms, it's not people that looking at you from a hating personal perspective. Like Facebook is too personal.
Boy,
You
is
know what
it
I
ever.
mean? Either it's some fake love or it's people just ignoring you because they don't want to see you boom boom. Or it's somebody on some follow for a follow or like for a like type shit. Like nigga, I ain't 12. You know what I'm saying? If I like your shit and I see it, I'm gonna see it, I'm gonna like it. And then the algorithms are blocking one of my pages really on Facebook because niggas ain't even really seeing my shit. And I'm not
That's
just gonna
real.
be buying ads just to be buying ads. Strategically, I want to find a way to get it going. Now, as far as you and E being humble, yeah, E broke out of that shit. E be talking his shit these days, though.
Yeah, no doubt.
And that shit is fucking hilarious to me, bro. Like,
I
I was
love
like,
it.
I said, I'm gonna try that bullshit one time. I'm gonna find some kind of moniker. You know what I mean? I'm the nicest gray beard MC on the planet or something. I'm gonna make up some ill shit. I don't know, but
I love it.
I'm always had love for that dude, man, because he came out the gate representing that, man. So whatever blessings come his way, he earned that shit, man. It's just for
No
me.
doubt.
I'm gonna tell you real talk for me, and you know this nigga, man. This nigga's always smiling and fucking happy and shit, right? Seeing that nigga smile, leaving the comedy club, man, and we outside just talking, yo, son, listen, document, you know what I mean? Memory documented in my brain, bro. Shit like that mean a lot to me, man. You know what I
Man,
mean? Get
really
older.
though.
Yeah, only thing
That's
I hate, we ain't really take that many pictures, man. We took one or two. You know what I mean? We ain't really take a whole lot of pictures. You know what I'm saying? Because them pictures mean something. You know what I mean?
you know what's crazy? I just went to LA Probably like a month ago, a little more than a month ago. I keep forgetting it's a new year, but we did a show with Cali Aegis. Cali Aegis had a reunion show. We did a
Okay.
show with Cali Aegis. So I was at E Crib for a few days, you know what I'm saying? And I had to come back because I had a show up here. But like we did the Cali Aegis show, we hung out, we went out to eat, we went to a bar. Da, da, da. I was like, yo, we've been together for like 3 days, bro. We ain't took a single picture together. We
Yeah,
rap
it
together.
happens.
We on the podcast together. Like we ain't
Yeah,
done none of that. You know what I'm
it
saying? Like
happens.
this
It
is
happens.
crazy.
It
Yeah,
happens.
man.
Like I told my podcast brother, man, I said we got to do more pictures. We got to do more video. Like now, I'm starting to do more video in the studio. Like even if my man is playing it while he's mixing it, I try to get a little footage of us listening. And all that is content. You know what I'm saying? You want to get people get closer to you, man. If you got a good personality, you want to use that. Little 30-second clip, say something funny or introduce who you got with you. Like I used to look at some of that shit like it was corny. But you gotta look at yourself as a brand. Like you're your own marketing department.
True
You're
indeed.
your own promotions department. You know what I'm saying? And DJ spinning your shit. I mean, do a drop for him and send it to him. You can do it on your phone. You do a drop and send it. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
it's
Few
easy.
DJs, but a lot of us aren't doing it. You know what I'm saying? We
Very
making
true.
this thing harder than what it is.
Unfortunately, yeah. And that's the thing. I think at a point it becomes we have to be conscious of how much self-sabotage we have, you know what I'm saying, invested in how
Oh,
we move. There's a lot of
most
people who
definitely.
the whole way that they move has self-sabotage tactics all throughout it and they don't even realize it. Like they just, oh, this is how I rock, this is how I work. Okay, do you realize when you get to this point, every time you get to this point, you do this thing and it kills it every time. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And all you do is start the cycle over. You never fix that part. You do it again
yeah.
and it dies again. So like,
Most definitely. Most
yeah.
definitely. I had a partner call me one day, man, and before I started on my trade, a lot of my partners used to call me Q and shit. He was like, "Yo, son, man, you know how niggas be on the phone, they talk slow and pause, they gonna tell you something." So I'm waiting to hear what he say. He said, "Yo, where that nigga at that you should ain't give a fuck?" And I was like, "What?" He said, "Where that nigga at that you should give a fuck? You need to start not giving a fuck, nigga, and just do what you do." I was like, "Damn, okay." I said,
Wow.
I ain't got nothing for you." You know what I mean? Usually I gotta come back, but I was like, yo, bro, like, yo,
So I ain't
you
got
know
nothing
what I
for
mean?
you.
Nah,
Oh man. I
like
think
my
we all
man,
got that.
yeah, like my man kind of set me up yesterday. He was like, yo, come out of the studio. I came and I'm in the other room. This nigga airdrops a beat to my phone, and I'm talking to somebody, right? I heard it in my ear or whatever. So while I'm talking, I'm loosely writing some shit. So I walk in the studio, the beat's still playing, he finished it or whatever, whatever. And he turns around, he was like, "You ready?" I was like, "What?" Now, mind you, I was, and we recorded a record. It was dope though.
I should have known. I
That
already
was
knew what it
not
was.
the intention. Yo, I just left the gym. Matter of fact, it's the last shit I posted. I think you like one of them. I had on like the tan camo. That's my gym shit.
No
I
doubt. Yeah,
just
yeah,
came
yeah.
back from the gym. I ain't been home, shower, nothing. Just came back from the gym. That's what, but when you have, and this ain't about me, it's about any artist. When you have it like that, you in your pocket.
Oh
That's
yeah.
gonna be one of
Oh
your
yeah.
best creative spaces. You're not gonna stay there forever. There's gonna be dry spells here and there. But when you in that pocket, yeah, it's time to eat, man. When you in that pocket, just eat.
Yo,
Just
how
eat.
hard was it to how hard was it to like really lock in on the gym thing? Because I've been thinking about doing it, but you know what I'm saying? I got so much shit that I'm into. Like I'd be like, I don't even know if I got time to do it. Like
Well, you can work out
so
at home. I got a push-up board. I got a fucking I got the ab roller thing with the arm holders. I ain't taking out the box yet though. But the push-up board, resistance bands, you ain't gotta go nowhere. When I initially lost 100 pounds, since we talking, we gonna keep it real. My heaviest weight when I was really drinking and bugging out, man, was like 360, right? I had sleep apnea real bad, real bad. And people always say, "You didn't look 360." I said, "Well, you can't look at a person and tell how much they weigh."
exactly.
And doctor told me I had to lose like 80 pounds for my health, man. Because I had bad sleep apnea. Wasn't breathing when I was sleeping. I was like, fuck out of here. I'm gonna lose 80 pounds, right? One day, man, I just woke up, man. First I stopped with the liquor, then I stopped with the beer, then I changed my diet. I started off going to spin class at the gym, with the bike, lifting light weights with the classes or whatever. And over about a year's time, I lost like 100 pounds. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I lost like 100 pounds, man. And From there, man, I still been working out, man. Then I started putting on the muscles. I started lifting crazy, but it's more so solid weight than the fact that I was around my organs having me struggle. And for me, it's very therapeutic, man, because I live alone, man. You know what I'm saying? My son is grown, my parents are elderly. You getting kicked in the face in corporate America, man. Because every time you get a job you qualify for, they do a background check on you, even though the shit happened 30 years ago. I'm dealing with that every day. The gym keeps me sane,
No
and
doubt.
then I met a wonderful person that got all the faith in me in the world, and I'm gonna be great. I mean, I really can't lose. But winning is in here for me.
No doubt.
I
That's
mean, you
real
can't
shit.
tell me I'm winning. I gotta feel like I'm winning. You know what I mean? I'm winning if I can go to work every day and create different situations where my money can make money. You know what I
Yes.
mean? That's just the goal. You know what I mean? I'm blessed to have a support system that I haven't had before. So it's on me to capitalize off of that. And I've been getting support everywhere, even with music. I mean, I got a mentor as far as psychology because I want to get into therapy after I take care of some other things. Socially, I got my support systems in Cali. Musically, I got a person to shoot videos if I need it. I got a studio to go to if I need to go. I ain't gotta go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? I can't ask for nothing else, man. And almost all these people I'm saying to you will tell you something good about me that I never thought they thought of me as. Because we go around our life not realizing how much of a blessing we actually are.
No doubt.
Because as men, we don't have those conversations. Nigga, you ain't a sucker to tell a nigga, yo, I love you, my dude. Boom. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I tell niggas straight every down, nigga, listen, I'm comfortable in my sexuality. Ain't no faggot, ain't no sucker here. If I see you, I might give you dap and hug you, my nigga. If you got a problem with that shit, whatever. What we gonna fight because I hugged you, my nigga? What the fuck wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, fuck that shit. I told my uncle, my favorite
Oh,
uncle, you shake. I said, hey, don't shake my hand no more, man. He said, what? I said, every time I see you, I'm gonna hug you. As long as you live it. Every time I see you, I'm gonna hug you. Now every time I see him, he know the rules.
no doubt. No doubt.
Man,
Hey,
yo,
that's real
every
shit.
time I see my pops, I hug him and I kiss him on top of the forehead because he ain't used to like that shit. Now he just laugh. You know what I'm saying? Yo, listen, I lived most of my life just being hard and quiet and keeping to myself in the corner, man. Fuck that, man.
I feel that.
Fuck all that shit. If I fucks with you, I fucks with you. I'm like, Pap, yo, we gonna hug. We ain't caressing, we gonna hug. You know what I mean? That's what it
Yeah.
is.
Hey, bro, listen. That's one thing that I wish for every hey brothers, if y'all listening, even sisters too, like everybody, embody that. Because the problem with the world ain't always the world. Sometimes it's how we acting in it. That's the problem.
Most definitely,
Like,
yeah.
you know what I'm
The world
saying?
gonna be
So
what it is.
yeah, like dog, I told somebody this the other day, and now I'm looking at the time. This is crazy, but yo, on the real, y'all. Hey, listen, I know y'all used to me talking to people and it be about the music, but this was way more important than that. So, but I do want to say this. I I tell people on a regular basis, the only thing that you have to fear in this life is not doing what you're supposed to do. That's what you
Yeah,
need to fear. And I
I
said,
like
out of
that.
all of the things that Allah created, people are the only ones that don't do what we're supposed to do. Everything else does exactly what it's supposed to do. Dogs
Yeah,
do what they're supposed to do.
they
Trees do what
fall
they're
in line.
supposed to do. Grass
Yeah,
does what it was supposed to do. We're the only thing, because we have these things up here that operate in the way that they do. We are the only ones that don't do what we're supposed to do. So maybe do some investment into finding out what it is you're supposed to do and do that. And watch how different the world around you becomes. You know what I'm
most
saying?
definitely,
I
most
think that's a
definitely.
real thing. So check this out. I gotta say this before we tap out of here. I gotta say this. All right, y'all. Only you, Blood, Sweat, and Tears, available everywhere.
Yeah,
Everywhere.
yeah.
If you love real hip hop music and you love hip hop with a purpose, Tre Dot got you. Tre Dot got. If y'all fuck with me, you'll like him. So, and I know y'all
Appreciate
fuck
you,
with me because
appreciate you.
otherwise y'all wouldn't be here. So, like, yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
I know
yeah.
y'all
It's
like
true,
him.
it's true.
But tell them where they can find you on all the socials and all that good stuff, so they can tap in with you.
Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Threads, everything is Boss Straight Dot. BOSSTREDOT. I got other pages, but yo, just go to the main spot. YouTube is Hip Hop Dot. Got several videos on there. My old videos is on there too. Just stay in tune, man. I'm gonna be in motion, man. I'm planning on dropping two EPs. One called Love Makes a Difference, one called Blood, Sweat, and Tears around March. Then I'm gonna do an album release party probably either April or May, trying to lock a date in We'll do it with a live band. We're gonna film the whole thing. It's gonna be a tiny desk without the tiny desk.
No
And
doubt.
it's I think that's my lane. Like I tell people, man, a lot of times with our music, we try to do what we think the industry norm is, right? I want that environment of a smoke room where everybody's sitting in their chairs, just nodding their head. I don't need you dancing because I'm
Yeah,
giving you, I'm talking some shit. I don't need y'all dancing. I don't want you dancing. You ain't got to stand up either. You can stand up if you want to,
yeah.
but I just want you to vibe, nod your head, and just know, yeah, that nigga
And
spit.
listen,
Yeah,
listen.
listen to what it is. We're gonna
You know
vibe
what I'm
and let the
saying?
band play, and I'm gonna have fun communicating with the crowd. You know what I'm saying? So
Absolutely.
that's the direct plan. You know
No
what I mean?
doubt. Y'all lock in with Tre Dot wherever you listen to music. Make sure you check out the Black Male Podcast. Trust me when I tell you, it's well worth your time investment. Just like y'all rocking with Panther Politics. If you love podcasts, Pantha Politix Side Barz, all purpose. Shout out to Jay Bond, Eda Mad Assassin, and my man Mojo Barnes. Everybody that support the Pantha Politix Network. Salute to Tre Dot. It's so good to have you here, bro. Thank you.
Definitely, man.
And
Yes,
I got
yes.
I got to get you and your man back on so we can talk more pod shit too. But
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm
I'm
all the way with it.
put you on my joint too. We're gonna do more guests this year.
So let's
We
do it. Let
doing
me
a
know.
yeah, we doing a 4-man podcast this Sunday, but like every other podcast, we just gonna bring a guest on. We don't do the interview, we just do the straight talking. We're just gonna chop it up, man. So I'm gonna throw your name on the list too. We're gonna get it in.
Oh, I'm with it. I'm all the way with it. Let me know, man. Shit, I'm all the way with that. Absolutely. Hey, thank y'all so much for your time. Thank you so much for your love. Y'all already know how we get down. Pantha Politix, Side Barz. I am Seven Da Pantha. On behalf of my man Tre Dot and the whole network, we'll catch y'all on the flip side. One.
Uh-huh.